The Bulldogs are able to tie it up. Talabi with the launch. Sears. Came up awful quick, and it's Oscar Sears who scores. His first as a Bulldog.
An interesting note about Resendez, the head coach for Bryant. So he started his college coaching career as a head coach, a dean. You notice there was a gap in the resume, and that's because, pause that thought, something building for the Bulldogs to the end line. Nobody on the back.
Just going to free up Rodea. Finds a pocket for Lalou. Playing give and go with Sears. Lalou, near side wing. Back it's Sears. Look at that footwork. Crowd loves it. Sent skyward by Fordham. Sears is down.
Time scheduling top 20 teams. They're the kind of team that's very capable of beating elite teams. At least at the edition last year. Their wins have come against Central Connecticut, Merrimack, Iona, St. Joe's, Holy Cross, NJI.
When they have kind of built up a little bit slower, they've been able to kind of create some inroads and get the ball into dangerous wide areas. So
Sears splits the wide. It's Sam White running through. Hersey comes flying on it.
Second half well underway in Vestal. Still 1-1 between Binghamton and UAlbany. Great Danes are eliminated from conference tournament contention with a loss.
Hope this isn't costly for the Great Danes. Sears with a nice turn. A little spin move there, but unsuccessful. It was number 36.
And I don't know about that. If we were in the NBA, we might see a fine for flopping on that play. But
certainly
alas.
a little bit of selling it maybe going on, but the referee was buying that day. Down the left side, here's a potential for a cross. It's headed away by Rhode Island, but only as far as Gomez kicks it back.
In the middle, there's some space now for Bryant. Runner to the left. Wild, their last goal on October the 26th. It's Bryant looking for a second. They slide it through, bounces around, and that'll come for Armstrong. And again, Seth.
Or football in general, where a team will go through practice and script an opening drive. It felt as if that was a scripted play from top
8, and his counterpart, Max Kirkfleet, has only surrendered 8. He had a really nice penalty kick stop up in Burlington. If you noggin that, we open a cut.
Testoria always the first one, though, when you bombed high into the air.
Alves Freedmouth, including the winner in the America East Conference tournament a season ago. Trying for number 7. It gets locked up inside the 8. Coming over to help potentially is Willems. Here we go. Sears, line drive. Wanted ahead of Pereira, getting a piece of Sukiya. He's got. Sears run down. Clock will stop. Officials reaching for something. Could be a card, and it is. Sukiya sends it well out of harm's way for Bryant. Gales still do not have a shot on target. More than 40 minutes gone by. Bulldogs play the advantage. Here comes Sears.
Sears. Nice cross for Jaden Willems. Couldn't settle it initially. Defers the out.
Feel like we might see a little bit more of him, not only here in the second half, but as we go on here, his first run with the Bulldogs. He's got Paul. Shuffles back towards
the career against Bryant. He was on that team that really had a hard time with the Bulldogs last year, a 4-0 win. That was one of those early season wins last year when you realize this Bryant team, they might be better than good.
Again, it will be Sears to offer service. Out swinging with the right this time, down towards the 6, headed to the corner, but just wide.
Grazed the post.
Bryant looking for more before the half is over. Bastos just a little bit behind. Willems trying.
At Tufts, was the backup last year at New Hampshire, and in his first season he was deemed the best goalkeeper in America East.
You got to account for a couple of stolen bids. You got to account for maybe a committee that doesn't like you for whatever reason. And you got to do your part to take the decision out of their hands. Just win some games down the stretch.
Finally, Jaheim Campbell across the way. Well, they're not finding any open spaces on either seam to the outside. No foul called. Bulldog. Sears, just enough mustard over to Lalou, looking to return to sender.
The box. They'll work it back to Merritt. Sears. Hard ball played in towards the left foot. Flicked across the header. Bryant's got insurance.
Bryant with another chance. What a shot from outside. And it was knocked over the goal by Daniel Shan.
Ball's played through. Onside are the Bulldogs. Looking for a shot instead. It's a little too far in front. It required a toe team with 22 international students. Plenty of countries represented as here go the Bulldogs. Left-footed ball towards the far side.
What a 1-2 combination that was.
Mark Pitarch has had the hot hand in this second half with both goals. Corner kick low, headed away by Sadlaka. Now far side. Sears could try again. Said he plays the top of the box. Left-footed shot. Finds its way in.
Here's a deep ball for Pitarch. He's going to try and cross one up. Sears comes on. Still loose. The bid from Alfs Freya is just off.
Santero working on Giswarson, 6'5".
Straight away. Came back towards Blasco Gomez. Picoto loses it to Sears. Sears, he gets pushed down by Chris Thurston. Going to be a free kick from a decent spot for the Bulldogs.
NJIT, because there is so much of it left. Problem is, they have to find at least 2 goals. And they haven't had the ball really all match.
That's August Warsi. I almost wonder if he should have shot that on the edge of the box. Tried to lay it off for Zach Lind, but intercepted by the Bulldogs. And then there is an obvious foul committed by the Great Danes for both teams to score and get some chances. Good little back heel from Talabi to Sears. Oh, what a shot on target.
Sprays for Sears. Finds a seam for Pitarch. Outside it's Bastos. Bastos is offering block.
Merritt tucks for Blasco.
Wallaby working together. Quick throw in taken by Vasiliu. Sears. Felt he was clipped by Kissel. Played away by Rodia.
East Division is well endowed in terms of carving their way in. The exception of Villanova and Butler. Those will certainly be two of the teams on the outside looking in.
Butler are still on UConn's schedule, and they are really struggling at 0-4 in the league.
Goals for his career, 2 this fall. The other 5 came as a sophomore, 2022. There's a look at Oscar Sears, who scored his first as a Bulldog against Binghamton. That would have been offside. No, I'm sorry. That was actually a foul.
Bulldogs there first. And eventually it comes to Bryant in the middle of the pitch. They fire it forward. Pitarch trying to backheel it, I think, instead. Drops it forward.